Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. My name remains Adams Olafimolajide, and you are welcome specially. Okay, so this is the 94th episode of the show, and on today's episode, we'll be looking at how to build self confidence. I'm sorry, how to build self confidence in business. How to build self confidence in business. All right, but before I go into what I have for today. If this is your first time of being a part of the show, all right, we talk about business, we talk about entrepreneurship, we talk about freelancing and how to make your life better generally. All right. So if you're there, you'd like to introduce yourself, you know how we do it. Your name, your location, put it in the comment section, and I would welcome you specially. All right. But before I go into what I have for today, all right, as my usual custom would be, how is your weekend going? Did you get to go for an O and bed today? And for those people that convocated yesterday and today at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, I say congratulations to you guys. And I wish you guys the very best in life. I would particularly be congratulating someone who is very dear to my heart, but it will come at the end of the show. Okay. So if you're there, you'd like to introduce yourself, please do that while I dive right into what I have for today. And in today's episode, we have how to build self confidence in business, how to build self confidence in business. Now, some weeks back, I actually treated a particular topic that has to do with how the traits that entrepreneurs have, and one of those traits that we mentioned is self confidence or confidence generally, right? And on today's episode, I want to take a step further by digging deep to what confidence is about and how to actually build confidence in your business. Okay, so I can see someone commenting already, and I have Odedei Olu. I am so sorry. Olu, I know it is you. I am sorry. Thank you for being a part of the show. It's a pleasure having you today. Okay. So, as I was saying, yeah, it's sort of like we've treated the traits of entrepreneurs or the traits every entrepreneur should have, right? The leadership traits that they should have and all that. And today we'll be looking at confidence, how to work on your confidence in business. Okay. So the number one part is dress as you'd want to be addressed. I know that like a lot of the time we have heard this time and again that you have to look the part, you have to think the part, you also have to act the part. But it goes a long way. It's not just you knowing the word, but you actually acting it out. Because more often than not, your clients would treat you the way you place yourself. All right. They will treat you the way you think, the way you approach them when it comes to business. And if you really, really want to boost your confidence, then you have to learn to dress the part. It is very, very important. And how do you learn to dress the part? Because I know that like a lot of businesses differ from themselves, right? Because you cannot be what's the word now? You cannot be targeting a particular demographic and then be dressing in another way, right? Let's say, for instance, you are trying to sell something to someone who probably earns, say, 3 million naira per month. You cannot go to that person looking like a young chap that is probably sagging his trousers and then his boxers is showing, and then like you're flying your top, and then you feel the person would actually take you seriously. Or probably like you're trying to like deal with mechanics, and the next thing you are dressed up in all suits and tie and everything else, and then you feel that like they would actually listen to you because they will feel that you are actually not one of them. So the question you need to ask yourself is this: how how does my clients, or how do my clients rather see me, or how would they see me and then respect me? And then you can easily do what you can then dress that part. All right. Think about your customers first, because there are times that like you might feel that okay, I am dressing in this particular way, but it may not be what your what's the word now, your clients need to see to respect you. So find out how your potential client, or those that have actually patronized you in the past, see people that they tend to respect, and then you do what you dress the part. That's the first part. Dress as you would want to be addressed. And then the second part is have a correct posture. I know that like a lot of the time, especially for those of us that are always working on the system, we're always typing day in and out. At some point, we tend to slouch, right? Having to work on the system, especially someone like myself that has to work late into the night. And if you are not careful, when you need to approach your clients or potential clients, right? You may carry that posture that you're already used to when you are typing, when you are working on your system or you're working on the desk for so long. You may carry that same posture to meeting your potential clients. And if you do, they would see you most likely as someone who is not confident enough and what's the word? Who they should not give the business to. But if you learn to have a better posture, now one of the ways that you can probably like have a great posture is stand by a wall, right? Like there's actually a wall at my back, and then like you stand erect, making sure that like your head is touching the wall, and then your shoulder blade is flat out, like your chests are out, and then like your hands rather, or your arms rather, to the side, and you are looking very, very confident. All right. Your posture matters a lot if you want people to take your business seriously. Even if you are not meeting the person physically, even if it has to do with a Zoom meeting, make sure that like your camera is close, like it's not down, it's up, right? In the same way that like you guys can see me right now. Okay, make sure that like your camera is set properly such that it will show a large part of your body, and then you also have to like stand erect or sit erect rather in this case, and then do what? You go ahead with the interview. Your posture matters a lot and it is very, very important. All right, moving on to number 3, I have be immune to rejection. Now, one of the things that like I realized is that a lot of the times people are always afraid to hear the word no. Right? I know that like it hurts when you've put in a lot of energy and then the next thing you hear is a no. But you have to get to that point that like you need to realize that like, see, I am into this business and there's every likelihood that like I would also be rejected while trying to like tell someone about my business, while trying to get a new client. There are times that like people would even ghost you. Now that won't even be pain pass. Like if you're Nigerian, you would understand what I just said. Like it hurts, especially someone that like you've gone the extra length for. I think there was a time that like I had a particular potential client that came into my DM and he was like, their company would like to work with me. And then I went ahead to go write the script. I wrote the script and I was all pumped up that like, hey, I'm about to start a new job. And I hit the lady that would have done the voiceover because they needed a female voiceover. They're like, hey, there's a job on ground. I have written the script. Here's the script. Be prepared. Once they make the payment, I would let you know. And after that point, the guy ghosted me. Like I dropped 3 messages for this guy and he did not respond. You know, the worst part about the whole thing is that this dude was posting on his WhatsApp status. Like it is that annoying. Like it got to me, but I had to realize, like, or I had to tell myself that, dude, this is business. All right. It is not everybody that comes to your DM that would eventually patronize you. For one reason or the other, maybe something went wrong and the guy did not know how to approach me and tell me that like he's sorry, but they will not be using my service any longer. And I had to like move on. So you also, if you're in business, you have to, if you want to be confident enough in your business, you have to be immune to rejection because tons of rejection would actually come your way. Trust me, it will come your way. So you have to learn to deal with it properly. All right. So that's number 3. Moving on to number 4, we have focus on your strength. I know that like a lot of the times when you just start this entrepreneurial journey, you most likely want to be everywhere. You want to do everything. You want to be the best. And if you're not careful, the criticisms that people would give to you, or so would say rather, would actually weigh you down. Okay. But instead of letting their words, their negativities to get to you, focus on what you are best at, right? And then outsource the ones that you know that you are not so great at. All right. You cannot be jack of all trade, because at the end of the day, you'll be master of none. So focus on the one that like you can actually master, or the one that you've actually mastered properly, and then work on those. The ones that you have to outsource, please make sure that you outsource those ones, because when you focus on what you are strong at, right, and you can see the wins you are having, it has a way of boosting your morale, all right, and then your confidence also would do what? Would also go up, all right. So that's number 4. Focus on your strengths. Then number 5 is never forget why you started the business. All right. So this is talking about the vision and mission statement, because there are times that like you'll probably be in business and you would not just be feeling it. There are days that you would feel so down. It may not just be a day, it may lapse till a week, a month, and before you know it, like you just feel that, wow, okay, this business is no longer making any sense. Am I still meant to be here? But at that point in time, remember why you started the business. All right. You should by now know that like you should have a mission and vision statement, and then look to the future and tell yourself that like, hey, this is where I hope to take my business to, even though things are not really working as I would want them to work right now. But I know where I am headed. And because I know that like where I am going to, where this business is heading to, is something so beautiful, I cannot afford to give up right now. And at that point in time, your self confidence would start to grow again. All right. In those moments when you know that like things are all down for you, remember why you started the business, and also look to the future and remember where you are going to. Very, very important. I could remember in the days where I was in the university and I was studying engineering, I had days where it was really tough for me, like really, really tough. But then anytime I remember the fact that like come 2010, I would become a mechanical engineering graduate. Like that was like my only solace at that point in time, because things were bad, things were not really going well. But I was just like, see, you just need to push through, and come this point in time in your life, you would have succeeded. The same thing I would say about your business. When you're down, remember why you're in business and remember where you're going to. And that itself would push you to get to where you are going to. All right. So that's number 5. And then going to the penultimate. Going to the penultimate. Oh, Lord have mercy. Penultimate number. All right. It is work hard, play harder. All right. Work hard, play harder. Now they say that like all work and no play makes Jack rather a dull boy. So please learn to balance your work life with your other parts of your life, right? Learn to rest, learn to play, learn to go to the gym, learn to meditate, learn to relax yourself, because you won't be the next Elon Musk overnight. You won't be the next Jeff Bezos overnight. You would not be the next Microsoft or it's not Meta CEO overnight. And if you overwork yourself, you are going to burn out and your self confidence will go down the drain. Like depression is real, my people. You do not want to go down that path. So take out time to rest so that you would not burn out on the long run. All right. So that's number 6 on the list. Work hard and then do what? Play harder. And then to the very last point that I have on my list, I have grow every day. This is very, very important. You need to learn to grow every day. If you need to develop a new skill, take out time to learn a new skill. If you need to read a book to improve a part of your life, please read a book. If you need to take a course, please buy courses. There are a lot of platforms out there that you can actually buy courses. You have Udemy, you have Skillshare, you have Coursera, EDX, right, for books. If you cannot have the physical books, you can actually have a Kindle format, right? Go to Amazon, buy a book, and then grow yourself, right? And another way in which you can also grow is by seeking advice from people that have already gone ahead of you. Seek advice from them. I've talked time and again about getting a mentor. Get a mentor that you can work with, that you can talk to help you out with what you're doing in your business. And believe you me, the more you see yourself grow, the more your confidence in that business would grow as well. But when you remain stagnant, at a point you might feel that like, hey, I have gotten to my pinnacle, to the peak, but you would then, or you would soon realize that, like, hey, you haven't even gone anywhere, and you start like nose diving. All right, you wouldn't want that for yourself. So grow every day. Try to learn something new that would help your life out, and your self confidence will grow. I'm going to take all the points once again. I said the first point is dress as you would want to be dressed is a popular saying, which is very, very important. And in trying to dress the part or look the part or think the part, put your customers' view of someone who is an authority in that business or niche at the back of your mind. How do they perceive someone who is an authority? And at that point in time, start looking the part, all right? Dress for success. And then number 2 is have a correct posture, all right? Have a correct posture. Number 3 is be immune to rejection. Number 4 is focus on your strengths, all right? Focus on your strengths. Number 5 is never forget why you started the business, your vision, and your mission statement. Number 6 is work hard and play harder. Have a balanced life. And finally, I said, learn to grow every day. If you do these things that I have said, it is sure that your confidence will grow. Your confidence in your business will grow. All right. So thank you guys for sticking around. And as I always say, if you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, please like and subscribe and share with your friends, share with loved ones, help them to grow in the entrepreneurial journey, because this is what we are. Oh, this is what I have set out to do this year. And then we are going to 100 episodes this year. And this is our 94th episode. But before I conclude, I said I was going to celebrate one person that is dear to my heart. Since I moved to the current place I'm staying right now, he's been like a brother to me. And today he got his doctorate. And it's with a happy heart and with all pleasure that I would like to celebrate my guy. His name is Dr. Bayo Akeju Victor, or Dr. Akeju Adebayo Victor. Today he convocated and he got his doctorate degree today. Congratulations, brother. It's been an honor knowing you and seeing you grow from the moment you started your master's up to the time that you finished your PhD. It's an honor. I wish you higher heights, and in everything you do, be the very best. Okay. So on this note, we have come to the end of today's episode. It is an honor being here. It's an honor having you guys come to watch me. Thank you very much. I do not take your time for granted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you again next week, which would be the 1st of December. All right. The year's almost has almost come to an end, and I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. All right, guys, have a lovely evening and be the best version God has created you to be. Signing out, guys. Take care.